So I get up this morning, I get out of bed, and I stumble to the bathroom. And I'm doing my business, And I happen to look down, and Abby has come into the bathroom. And Abby's my cat, in case you've never heard my show before. She's come into the bathroom, and she's put her front two paws up on the edge of the toilet. I swear to you, she's maybe 2 inches away from my stream. And the whole time I'm thinking, Abby, I'm really not that good of a shot. I'm really not. I'm ready to get my dork on as long as you are. Make sure you tweet me, and you can now tumble with me as well.
You can either talk in the Christoph program. Mr. Pop. Take it from the top.
Hi, I'm Chris Top. First off, I want to thank you for tuning into the Chris Top program. While I try my best to keep the show as rated PG-13 as possible, sometimes things slip out, or sometimes things happen, and that's just the way live radio goes. And because this is the internet, the FCC isn't around to tell me what I can and can't do. So because of the occasional slip-up or the guest that might get out of hand, you really need to be 18 or older to listen. If you happen to be under 18, please make sure you get your parents' permission.
Go! Take it from the top. Take it from the top. Take it from the top.
The Chris Top program, listened to by tens of thousands of people, with podcasts on over 30 sites worldwide, but only live on Spreaker.com.
Take it from the top. Take it from the top.
I was wondering, are you going to eat that?
Take it from the top.
No, I swear, you burn calories while you're listening to my show. Lots of calories. It's like setting a fat kid on fire. No, it's not WOBA, it's WABA. WABA. Dude, my neighbor just busted me stealing his Wi-Fi. I've got to end the show now.
The Chris Top program. Join the best chat on Spreaker.com.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there wasn't that a backpack back in 1970. We didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a party full MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Christoph program. Christoph program. You can hear the music on the Christoph program. Christoph program. Wanna hear the music on the Christoph program.
This is the Chris Top program. And I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. Now, I have a theory. I've got another theory. Where is Paranormal Phil? I need him around to help me out with this stuff. But you know how in the past I've talked about the iPhones and how people walking down streets, they've walked into oceans, like off of piers, because they're staring into their iPhone while they're walking. They walked in front of cars, and it emits this light in their face. And I'm going to tie all this stuff together because I'm really thinking, especially now, that the iPhone is going to be a very large player in the impending zombie apocalypse. And this has to do with other Lady Gaga and things like that as well. But anyway, now this is the problem. The Foxconn plant that manufactures the iPhone, it doesn't have enough employees to finish the much anticipated iPhone 5, at least on schedule. Now this is the solution they came up with. You get a few colleges to suspend classes for a couple of months, and then they bus these college kids in for the mandatory internships on the assembly line. Only in China. Really, this only happens in China. Now, China is a key part to the point I'm going to make, so remember that. Now, students in East China say they've been forced to work at the plant for the last month or more, 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. Okay, let's leave the college life. See, I don't know if they party in China. They probably don't. They'll probably get shot if they party in China. But let's leave the dorms and let's leave, I don't know, what would they do for fun in the dorm rooms if they don't party? What, do they crochet? I don't know what they do in China. But anyway, 6 days a week, 12 hours a day for $243.97 a month. And most of that was spent on their own food and their lodging. So they didn't even pay for their food and their lodging. They're just making them do this, then they pay them this small amount, and then they have to buy their own stuff. Really. I'm hoping at least they get a free iPhone. You know, if I had to go through that to make an iPhone, I think I would just smash it. Hey, look, for all your trouble, here's $244 and an iPhone. No, it's not the best one, but here, just take it anyway. It's free. I would smash it. I would smash it on their head. But anyway, this is taking place in China. All right, now, which brings me to my next story that takes place in China as well. And see, I'm tying this together. I know you're wondering, where is he going with this? Zombie apocalypse? What's he talking about? It's just the regular Chris Top rant. Well, let me start my zombie music. I like this song because it's not a traditional zombie song. Now I don't even know how to say this. It's the Yangtze River, and I'm sure I mispronounced that. But this river happens to be in, you guessed it, in China. Now we're talking zombie apocalypse, iPhones, and China. All right, so it was your average day at a port in China yesterday. Fishermen fished, tourists toured, the river. Now this is the important part. This is, okay, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Bible, but the river mysteriously turned red. Now, I don't like to sound like a psychopath on my show, because when I talk about zombies, it's all in fun. It really is. But when rivers start turning red, it kind of sends out a red flag in my mind. And I hate conspiracy theories and things like that. I'm just telling you what's in the news. And I'm not saying we should always believe the news, but, I mean, they have a picture, and I don't know how hard they're trying to explain this. I don't know if somebody just put a bunch of dye in the river. I mean, it would take a lot of dye. Maybe there's a industrial plant nearby that leaked out red dye. See, I don't know. There could be explanations. But for the fun of it, let's just play along. Now, authorities, they're puzzling over why the Yangtze River, it's China's largest and longest river. It looks more like a scene from an apocalyptic sci-fi movie than a bustling port. Now, the river reportedly began, and remember, this is where these Chinese college kids were forced to make the iPhones. All right? You see? You see what I'm getting at? Now, the river reportedly began turning bizarre shades of crimson yesterday near one of the cities, sending residents swarming to its banks in bewilderment. Some people actually bottled samples of the ruby-colored fluid, while fishermen apparently too busy to really stop. They went about their business as usual. So what's going on? I mean, do you think there could be something to the iPhone? See, it was all just a theory. But if this does happen, if this does happen, remember that you heard it on the Chris Top program first. Of course, if there's a zombie apocalypse, my show's not really going to matter anymore. So anyway, let's just move on. I would like to welcome some of my friends to the chat. We have the lovely Vivacious Kiss in the chat. She was first in here. We have Mr. Brent Bradley. Brent, it's good to see you. Brent, you haven't been to my last show, so I don't know where you've been, but it's good to see you. We also have the Crazy Old Man. I love Crazy Old Man. I do. He's insane, but he's very, very likable. So I always like it when he comes into the chat. We have Big N in the chat. Big N, it's good to see you. And it is trippy. I agree. Doesn't it make you think twice about having an iPhone? I mean, really, when you know that they're using these they're forcing these kids to work for nothing. I mean, it's slavery. I mean, if you take them against their will from their college, you bus them to a place, you pay them enough to buy their food and to pay for their rent while they're staying there, and I'm assuming they're having to pay for their rent in the other place too while they're gone. I mean, is that not slavery? Really? Why do we want to keep making things in China? I mean, I don't have an iPhone, and I've always wanted one, and this really makes me think twice about getting an iPhone. It really, really does. I have that HTC thing. Is that the name? I don't know, but it does a lot of cool stuff, and I can listen to my Spreaker on it, and I'm playing with it right now. I need to stop. Anyway, I'm going to take a drink of Mountain Dew because, well, I'm thirsty. It's like sending lightning through my blood veins every time I take a drink. Hey, Logan, it's good to see you as well. What do you guys think? Brent says he seriously wants a zombie apocalypse to happen. I mean, I think at that point, you wouldn't really have people in the world that would be against guns. I think guns would be okay at that point. And you could just go around and shoot all the zombies you wanted. So, I mean, there would be some fun aspects of it. But, I mean, as far as getting a good night's sleep goes, I don't know if that would be possible anymore. I mean, I guess you could sleep in I was thinking maybe one of those bank vaults. You could sleep in one of those, but then when you get up in the morning, there's no window. I mean, you have to open the door. I mean, what if there's like 50 zombies outside? I mean, before I go zombie killing, I have to take care of my morning business, before I get out and about, especially if I'm going to kill zombies. But anyway, I want to make sure I got everybody in the chat. Logan says, the funny thing is that we all are going to be bursting zombie brains out of their heads, but really, we're going to be zombies like that. So I really hope the zombies don't get me before I can take out a few of them, because I just think it would be kind of fun. And we've also got Lego Radio in the chat. We have Stoner Jesus in the chat. Stoner is my first follower on Tumblr. See, I went to start my Spreaker show today. I get on here and it's saying, get 20% more listeners if you sign up for Tumblr because we can connect, blah, blah, blah. So I signed up for it, thinking I'd get more listeners and more exposure and that kind of thing. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what Tumblr is. I have no idea. But I have a Tumblr account now, and there's links set up for that if you have a Tumblr account and you want to follow me, or if you want to create one and check it out yourself. I haven't really had a chance to check it out yet, but I'm going to after the show. It seems kind of cool. It does. I don't know what it offers that Facebook or Twitter or whatever else it is I do offers, but I'm checking it out, and I'm probably going to stay there now that I've created the account. So if you want to follow me on Tumblr and all the other 9 million places, then that's cool. And if you don't, I totally understand. I understand. But thank you, Stoner Jesus, for following me on Tumblr. And I did give you a follow back. I did. Anyway. Stoner says it's very versatile. The Tumblr account, I guess, is what he's talking about. Now, he says it does, you can do pics, videos, audio links, stuff like that. So, I don't know, but I've got it linked to my Spreaker, so, I mean, you can be on Tumblr, and supposedly my Spreaker show is gonna download to Tumblr as soon as I'm done. So, it's pretty cool. And again, it gets the program out there more, so that's why I did it. But anyway, yesterday I started this new segment, and I made a mistake. Yes, the top from time to time does screw up, and it's a good thing I don't work for somebody, because maybe I would have gotten fired over this. Well, maybe not fired, but I would have gotten a stern warning, I guess. But you know how I'm doing the news segment where I talk about the number one song in the Billboard charts? Well, I talked about the wrong song. What I should have talked about was, I should have talked about Tremar Dillard. Now, Tremar, does anybody know who Tremar is? See, I would have had no idea. And I would have had no idea because I'm not a current trendy kind of guy. And that's why I would have had no clue who Tremar is. But he actually has the number one spot on the Billboard chart, and not Pink, which I talked about yesterday. Now, Tremar was born December 16th, 1979. Tremar is better known by his stage name, Flo Rida. So maybe some of you know who he is. See, I am so out of touch. I have no idea. I mean, I thought that was an amusement park ride. I don't know. But he's an American rapper, and he's a singer-songwriter. He released his debut album, Mail on Sunday, in March of 2008. And now Tremar, a.k.a. Flo Rida. Do I sound cool when I don't know. I'm reaching. I really am. But anyway, he's number one on Billboard right now.
Radio is full of top 40 countdowns, but who needs all of that when you can go straight to the top? Here's the hottest covers of this week's number one song.
And this is a cover for Flo Rida's song. It's called Whistle. And if you want to check out any of the cover songs after I'm done, you can go back and look at the posted show. And it's actually got them all listed, who sings them. You can click play, listen to it again. You can look them up on YouTube. All kinds of cool stuff.
Can you kiss my whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle, baby, here we go. I'm dancing you love creep more. And I'm dancing you like girls that give love to girls and shock your little ego. I bet I'm guilty, you are not, but that's how we live in my jar. When the hell I play a role better, there's only one fault and one rider. I'm in damn shame, all the more champagne. Pull it down hell stream, tryna put it on ya. Bet you lisping like the wrong corner. Slow it down, baby, take a little kiss my whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle, baby, here we go. It's like everywhere I go, my whistle ready to go. Show me I'm even though you can't get me by the law. Permission not a privilege, so it's under control. Show me a soprano, cause boy, you can handle. Baby, we start snagging, you come and back close. Boy, I'm missing with that, we got it the same role. Show me a perfect pitch, you got it, my banjo. Found it with you, look like you do, I can do. So music, now you keep making me sing with the music. You ain't got no issue, you can do it. Getting the perfect pitch, you never lose it. Can you kiss my whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle, baby, here we go.
the top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
In a world where Jews and Romans nailed him to a cross.
Yeah, man, they put those nails like right through my hands. And the worst part was, the nails were rusty. They couldn't find any non-rusty nails in all Jerusalem. I know for a fact they could. I used to be a carpenter.
Everyone thought he was dead.
And they stuck me in this big cave and they put a rock, this massive boulder, in front of the opening. You know how long it took me to move that rock? 3 days, son. 3 days.
But he returned to kick ass and take names.
Okay, as far as that goes, am I supposed to kick their asses and then get their names? Am I supposed to get their names first and then proceed to kick their asses? Just get back to me on that.
The Stoner Jesus Show on stonerjesus.net.
Yeah, I saw the scars in my hands, man. Chicks don't dig those scars, man. Chicks do not dig the scars.
Come listen to The Views Expressed on the Liberty and Freedom Network. The Views Expressed, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. Only on the Liberty and Freedom Network. For more information, contact them at libertyandfreedomnetwork@usa.com.
So you know about him?
Of course. Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
I'm Spreaker's Reckoning. Mr. Top.
Why didn't you just kill me?
Your punishment must be more severe when Spreaker is ashes. You have my permission to die. Let the games begin.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Okay, I've got Motor that's in the chat, and I'm assuming this is Motor's first time, so I'd love for everyone to give Motor a very warm dork welcome. And I was going to save this for a little bit later in the program, but I need to explain once again what WABA means. And contrary to popular belief, it's not WOBA. People always ask me how I'm doing. And I used to say I'm working on being awesome, but because of the internet and we're lazy and we shorten things, I just shortened it to WABA, just because it makes sense. And I'm a firm believer that today we throw around the term awesome way too loosely. For an example, it gets on my nerves so bad when somebody refers to French fries as being awesome. Or, man, I eat these these McDonald's French fries with this chocolate McDonald's shake, and it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. No, it's not awesome. It might be really good. It might be very good. It may be amazingly good. It could be really bad for you. Those are things that the McDonald's fries and the chocolate shake are, but they're not awesome. Now, when you talk about awesome, there aren't too many things in the world, I think, that are awesome. Now, maybe there are some people that do awesome things, but when I think of awesome, I think of a birth, or I think of maybe a thunderstorm or something like that, something that stirs up awe in a person, and that's why I will never be awesome, but I'm in constant pursuit of being awesome. So if you're a dork, please stand to your feet, place your hand over your heart, because this is the official WABA song by my good buddy Belgium Tim. I want you to look up into the sky and I want you to yell, I'm a dork, I'm proud, and I'm hip. We're going to follow it up with a WABA rap by my other good buddy, Big N.
Working on being awesome every day. I'm working feeling awesome every day. W-O-B-A-W-O-B and yeah, I'm working. I'm being awesome every day. I'm not really awesome to this day, but I'm working. I'm being awesome every day. I'm not awesome today, but I'll be one day.
Yeah, Big N in the building, representing the dorks. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Yeah. Hey there, everybody, I got something to say. This guy right over there is Wubba every single day. Okay, what is Wubba?
It gets so creepy, cold thing.
No, dude, it's just a little dork singing. Well, W is working, O is on it, B is being, and A is for awesome, and that's the dork saying. I'm already awesome, but that's okay, cause Mr. Chris Top is too, but he just doesn't know it. And so are all of you, from here on to the far. And just so you know, life is good and I'm gone.
Okay, so Motor, I hope that explains it a little bit to you. And when we call you a dork, it's really a term of endearment.
You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day.
But it's good to have you in the chat, and I hope you decide to join the club. And if you don't, it's okay too. Now, I would like to welcome Caleb to the chat. We've also got Love Muffin, a.k.a. Jen, in here. And we have my very odd friend, Dennis. So, Dennis, it's good to see you guys as well, and thank you for joining the show. We've already talked about Flowrida and how I screwed up yesterday. But I admit it. I admit to my mistakes, and I correct them, and I move on. And that's the best we can do sometimes. Now, we've already talked about McDonald's, and while we're on fast food, and my favorite drink, Mountain Dew, which I have a glass that's about a third of the way filled. And I still have that crappy trail mix, and I broke out another bowl of it before I started my show, just because I like to have something to munch on during the breaks. And I don't know. Maybe it's growing on me. I don't think I'm going to buy another bag at this point. Maybe I'll just make my own trail mix, and I'll get more of the stuff that I like and less of the stuff that I don't. Well, if I don't like it, I don't have to get any of it. So I may just make my own trail mix next time. Did you guys look at my Facebook page? There's something on there that's... Let's go through this real quick. Oh, there's a tactical bleeding zombie target on the Facebook page. We talked about zombies earlier. Yeah, you can actually buy a zombie target if you're a hunter, so it can kind of get you in the mindset when the apocalypse happens. But anyway, if you'll go to my Facebook page, there's a link that I put on there. It's 11 insane options for clothes that look like body parts. And if you click on that, we can go through this. Now, the first picture is a woman with a bathing suit on, and it's like hands over her boobies. See, to me, that's just creepy. But it gets worse. It really does. I'm going to scroll through, and there's a guy with a stocking cap on, and it's got a beard that goes with it. I guess it keeps your face warm. And I guess, that may be too dorky for me. I'm just throwing it out there. And it's got the shirts with some of this stuff's just weird, and I'm going through it, and there's a woman that looks, she's got these fuzzy things on her knees, and I don't know what that's all about. The fuzzy things on the knees. I have no idea. There's a naked woman with a skeleton dress on, I'm thinking. No, it's not. No, what is that? It's not a skeleton dress. I don't know what that is. But you've got to go look at these pictures yourself. Some of this is just disturbing. I'm just scrolling through it. Now, there's one cool t-shirt. It looks like there's a hand wrapped around a guy's waist, like a giant hand, and it looks pretty cool, actually. And then there's another one that's just really creepy. It's like a jacket, but it looks like real skin, like the real skin of a man's like upper torso on this guy, and it looks really creepy. Now, if you scroll over to picture number 11, I don't know why they would even put this in here. I got this off of MSN. That picture, I'm not even going to describe it. It will creep you out more than any of the other ones. Yeah, go ahead and look at number 11. For some reason, I just want to go punch this guy in the face. But just go look at it and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, I got off on a rant, and I was about to talk about Mountain Dew. Evidently, Mountain Dew has teamed up with Taco Bell. Now, there's a new jittery morning that's awaiting you if you go to Taco Bell, because they're launching a new breakfast beverage in 10 states, and I don't know what 10 states these are. It's called the Mountain Dew AM, and it's a signature beverage being marked as the perfect way to wash down its companion breakfast sandwich, the AM Crunch Wrap. You know, sometimes I think there are some businesses that should probably just stay away from breakfast. And maybe Taco Bell is one of them. I'm just throwing that out there. Taco Bell's trying to sneak Mountain Dew into your morning routine by mixing 12 ounces of our beloved fluorescent yellow beverage with 8 ounces of delicious orange juice for a whopping 17 teaspoons of sugar and 55 milligrams of caffeine. I mean, I like my Mountain Dew. I do. And I've tried to cut down to 1 or 2 cans a day. You know, and it probably would taste good with orange juice. But the good thing about it is, I mean, if you don't live in a state where Taco Bell is trying this, you can just go buy some orange juice and mix some Mountain Dew with it. And you'll know exactly what it tastes like. You can probably even make it taste better, because I'm sure they don't use the good stuff. And I'm talking about the orange juice. You can even get it with pulp or without pulp. You can make it however you want, kind of like the trail mix. But anyway, that's what Taco Bell is up to these days. And see, that kind of scares me. It does. It really does. I mean, it's already bad for you, and now it's going to rot your teeth out and be bad for you. Because some people just don't know when to stop. I mean, it's taken me years to lower my Mountain Dew intake. And I've still got a long way to go. I really do. How many of you think you've ever had the girlfriend from hell? Well, I'm about to make her seem a whole lot better. Now, Christopher Schell, he turned 29 2 days ago. Unfortunately, he had a birthday party that he won't forget. Now, he boarded a U.S. Airways flight in Philadelphia. It was bound for Dallas. And he didn't know this was happening, but a friend prank called Philadelphia police to report that he was carrying a dangerous substance. In what universe is this funny? The FBI, Philly police, and the U.S. Airways made the decision for the plane to return to Philadelphia. So, I mean, are they going to find this person? And how much does it cost to turn a plane around? I mean, how much is that really? It's got to be astronomical. I mean, not just the fuel, but I mean, there's people on there that are having to be somewhere at a certain time. So, I mean, there's all kinds of losses here. Companies that are out of money because they didn't have their people in place. You know what I mean. But anyway, so Christopher, he was removed from the plane in handcuffs. And you know that, were they high? Were they just sitting around going, they had to turn the plane around, man. They had to turn the plane around, and they got him in handcuffs now. Were they sitting in, like, the lobby at the airport watching it happen? I mean, how much fun, after they did it, were they like, oh my gosh, maybe we shouldn't have done that? You think? So when authorities pieced together what happened, they released Christopher, saying he committed no crimes and would not be charged with any. His friend, however, faces several serious charges, according to police. Worst birthday ever. And I don't guess it was his girlfriend. I guess it was just his friend, or ex-friend. I mean, what kind of friend is that? Why would you do that to somebody? They had to know, are they just that dumb? Did they think the airport was going to be like, oh, that was funny. That was a good joke. We had to turn the plane around. We had to reschedule everything. We had to get everybody off the flight. We put this guy in handcuffs. It was so funny. I wish it would really break up the monogamy of working at an airport if somebody would just prank us at least once a week. Because it just makes our job so much better. It makes it easier, really. I come into work every day with a smile on my face knowing that I could get the next prank call today. I really don't think they think that way. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. But anyway, what's going on in the chat? Has anybody new come in? I don't want to miss anybody. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. I think we've still got the same crew. Oh, we got J-Man in the chat. In case you don't know J-Man, J-Man is the hottest thing on two wheels. Oh, and I'm not totally giving up the do. I'm really not, Caleb. I'm trying to cut down on it because I'm trying to keep my girlish figure, is what I'm trying to do. But anyway, J-Man, it's good to see you. And I'm going to play your ad coming up here in just a little while, or your promo. I'm thinking, I'm torn because I came back yesterday, and I'm trying to think of segments that I want to use, segments that I don't want to use, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the top song of the week, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the man gadgets because that's a lot of fun for me. I like talking about the toys that men play with and those types of things. But this one's still kind of borderline. I'm still not sold on this one, so this one may or may not stay. So if you enjoy this segment, then you better speak up because I'm not sure about it myself. You know, the reason I think I love Spider-Man, and I think Spider-Man's probably my favorite of all other superheroes, so I had to talk about him in the beginning, and this may not last, like I said, this segment. But I think he's so popular, not because he can spin webs or climb on walls or swing from buildings, things like that. I think he's so popular just because people can relate to Spider-Man, because he's like an everyday kind of guy. And I think that's why the movies have done so well, because people watch the movie and they think, well, you know, that could be me. I don't think that, because I'd look really funny in a Spider-Man suit. But I guess in other words, what I'm trying to say, he has not lost the common touch. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, in his 1962 debut, Spider-Man took to fighting crime for a reason commonplace in comic books. And most of you know why. He was motivated by the murder of a father figure, his Uncle Ben. So I guess Spidey's driving force is guilt. It's not revenge. Because he's got to live forever with the knowledge that he could have prevented the killing if he had not been so self-absorbed. So that's sort of the story behind Spider-Man. Now I'm going to try to give you just a little bit more information on Spidey. Now, the first Spider-Man story was originally intended as no more than a one-shot experiment. And see, Spidey is my favorite superhero, so I'm so happy. I'm so happy they didn't make the decision not to go ahead with it. It almost didn't get into print at all. Now, Martin Goodman didn't want to publish it, and that's what Stan Lee says. Goodman was convinced that readers would find the subject of spiders distasteful. So, fortunately, a comic book called Amazing Fantasy was about to be canceled due to faltering sales. Nobody cares what you put in a book that's going to die, is what Lee said. So I threw in Spider-Man. I featured him on the cover and then forgot about him. For the occasion, the comic book reverted to its original title of Amazing Fantasy, an appropriate amendment since Spider-Man was to be the most important adolescent superhero in comics. So that's some interesting facts on Spider-Man. Now, if you like this segment, let me know, and we may do some more, or we may not. I don't know. I'm torn is what I am. I'm torn.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Seems like there's always someone who disapproves. judge it like they know about me and you. Verdict comes from those with nothing else to do. The jury's out. My choice is you. So don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, and life makes love look hard. The stakes are high, the water's rough, but this love is ours. You never know what people have up their sleeves. Ghosts from your past gonna jump out at me, lurking in the shadows with their lip gloss smiles. But I don't care, 'cause right now you're mine. And you'll say, don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, and life makes love look hard. The stakes are high, the water's rough, but this love is ours. And it's not theirs to speculate if it's wrong, and your hands are tough, but they are where mine belong. And I'll fight their doubt and give you faith with this song for you. 'Cause I love the gap between your teeth. I love the riddles that you speak, and any snide remarks from my father about your tattoos will be ignored, 'cause my heart is yours. So don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, and life makes love look hard. So don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, but they can't take what's ours. They can't take what's ours. The stakes are high, the water's rough, but this love is ours.
Calling all dorks. Calling all dorks. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be cool? How it feels like to actually talk to chicks and not be ignored? Then you need to tune in every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and listen to the Rob Aguilar Show, where we're going to talk about sex. That's right. Sex. I know you guys think about that, what it feels like to actually have sex with someone. We're going to talk about sports, women, entertainment, all the things you've been wondering about. So tune in every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and listen to the Rob Aguilar Show.
Guess what, stoners? The Casual Stoner Chronicles is on at a new time. That's right. We're live 9 p.m. Eastern every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Spreaker.com. Spread the word, y'all.
Hey everyone, it's me, J-Man, from The J-Man Show. Rather than go on about how great I am as a radio host, which could be really fun because I have a wonderful personality, I came here to tell you about the show. What show? My show, The J-Man Show. It airs every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, every day except Wednesday.
I sense a disturbance in the Force. The dork side is strong in this one.
Did you hear that? This is madness. We're doomed.
Yoda, I don't think I can go back to Spreaker.
Always with you, it cannot be done.
Well, no, I think I could do it. I just don't know if I'm ready.
Hear you nothing that I say.
Wait, what? Can you just not talk Yoda for a minute?
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Okay, dude, you totally don't make any sense. If I unlearn what I've learned, there's no way I can do it. Okay, never mind, I'll try.
No.
You don't want me to try?
Try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
You are such a motivational speaker. You really are.
I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
You know, I think maybe it's time to spread some Spreaker love. And when I say that, what I'd like for you to do, if you're in the chat, and if you're not in the chat, come on over. It's a lot of fun, and you're really missing half the show if you don't hang out with everybody and put your 2 cents in. But it's time to spread the Spreaker love, and just type the word show in the chat if you do a show here on Spreaker. And this will give you an opportunity to maybe follow a new show, listen to somebody. You may like it, you may not, I have no idea, but at least give it a shot.
We're just here to spread that love all around. Spread it around. Spread it around.
When I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy, my father homeward came one day and gave to me a toy.
All right, here's the segment of the show where I like to talk about great gift ideas for men. And this could be, if you're a female or if you're a lady, this could be for the dork in your life, the male dork that you love. Now, yesterday I posted a picture. This song is driving me nuts. I gotta turn it down a little bit more. I'm hearing this crap in my ears and it's killing me. I posted a picture yesterday of a Swiss Army knife on my Facebook page. At first, when I saw this, I thought maybe it was photoshopped. Because it's got so many things coming out of it. I've had a Swiss Army knife. I've given it to my son, but it had maybe 10 or 11, maybe 12 things that came out. But this one has 141 different functions. 141. It's 9 inches. It's 2 pounds. And it comes with 87 tools that will perform the 141 different functions. Wow. I mean, I guess if you collect Swiss Army knives, and this is good for the zombie apocalypse, and if you're going to buy this, you need to make sure you have pants with extremely large pockets. Now, how many of you have ever played beer pong? Well, somebody came up with a bright idea. Really a good idea, I think. They came out with a beer called Pong. And at the bottom of the can, it actually says, "Let's play." So, if you're a beer pong enthusiast, this is definitely for you. Pong beer is now the official beer of the game for beer pong. You can just fill up your little red Solo cup. And, of course, if you get a 30-pack of Pong beer, it comes with 2 free ping pong balls. So, see, they did everything they could to absolutely set you up for the game. And I thought that was kind of cool. Now, don't expect it to be the best beer you've ever had. But I guess if you're a college student, more than likely you're the one that's going to be buying this stuff. So it's going to be an upgrade from Keystone. Now, you can actually get that for $18, and I'm assuming that's the 30-pack. Oh, and the Swiss Army knife. You can get that for, are you ready for this? $999 for the Swiss Army knife. You'd have to be a hardcore collector to get that. All right, now I've got one more I'm going to talk about. Oh, wait, now I'm going to talk about a couple more because one of these I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I really don't know if this is a good idea. I've talked about the tactical bleeding zombie target. Because, like I said, you have to be ready for the apocalypse, and this is a zombie that you can shoot at if you can't wait. And you can actually get that for $94. But there was something else I wanted to talk about. They're called comfort bars. And you know how you go certain places, like say maybe you're away from home and you want some comfort food. I don't know, maybe you stop at Cracker Barrel, maybe you get some mac and cheese, pot roast, meatloaf. Those are things that I consider comfort foods. Well, they've come up with custom Choco Mize bars. They're called comfort bars. Now, they bring flavored chocolate to a whole new level. See, I don't know if this works. I don't know if this works in my mind. You can choose from 5 different varieties. Now, before I go any further, how much do these cost? These are $3 a piece. So again, if you're on the road and there's no good restaurants close by and you want a good comfort food, then you can get one of these comfort bars. They have tortilla lime. I guess I'd have to try one to see, but to me it's just not making sense in my mind. Anyway, you got tortilla lime, you got French toast, you have ramen noodle. Look, save your $3 and buy 30 packs of ramen and take it with you. I'm sure you can find a microwave somewhere. Oh, there's 2 ramens. There's ramen noodle, and then there's savory ramen, and there's apple pie plus graham. Now, see, that one might work with the whole chocolate thing. I've never once had the urge, though, to put Hershey's chocolate syrup in my ramen noodles. So, I don't think I'd buy a chocolate bar that tasted like ramen. You know what? I just thought of something. You know how they have the Nestle's Crunch bar with the rice in it? Well, if you didn't cook the ramen, and you put like real chunks of like little pieces of crunchy ramen in the chocolate, that might taste okay. So maybe they did something like that. So I don't know if they're candy bars, if they're meal replacements, exactly what they are. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Those are the man toys of the week. No, French toast, not French toads. See, why would you even say? See, that's not even nice. See, that's not even nice, calling them French toads. See, I might have someone that's French listening to my show. My little passion fruit. And see, I hope that wasn't offensive as well. I try not to be offensive. Unlike Judge Jacqueline Hatch. Now, she's an Arizona judge. She's being criticized for her statements to a sexual assault victim during her attacker's sentencing hearing. Now, this is what happened. She's a Superior Court judge. Her name's Jacqueline Hatch. She told the woman Wednesday, this is what she said, and I don't like this woman. I would never do it, but if I saw her in public, I'd say, I'm going to kick you in the throat, because you shouldn't say things like that. But she said, bad things can happen in bars. And then she said, if you wouldn't have been there that night, none of this would have happened to you. You know, you're such a douchebag, Jacqueline. You really are. You don't say things like that. It's a free country. If the woman wants to go to a bar, she can go to a bar. And saying something like that is like saying, you know, if you wouldn't have crossed the road at that time that bus was going by, you would have never got hit by the bus. You know, if you hadn't been on the plane that day, then it's your fault because the plane it crashed. See, you're an idiot, judge, for saying something like that. Judges aren't supposed to say those types of things. But I guess George, I guess Jacqueline's never been to a bar. I guess she's never went out drinking with her friends. I guess she's never had a life. Anyway, she made the comments as she was sentencing a former off-duty cop, and it was a cop that did this to the woman. So you'd think if you're in a bar, it'd be safe to sit next to a cop. I guess not. But he was off-duty. So, you know, once I put down the badge, then that gives me the green light to grope any woman I want in a bar. Anyway, his name's Rob Gary Evans. He groped the victim in a Flagstaff bar last summer. In responses to Hatch's statements, The victim demanded an apology, which I don't think is out of line at all. I mean, I'm surprised she's not trying to sue because people are so sue-happy these days. But there's a petition drive that was launched on change.org demanding the judge's resignation. You know, I mean, should she resign? Is this the first time she's ever said anything stupid like that? Probably not. This is probably just the first young lady to ever speak up. But that's just ridiculous that she would say something like that. Does it make you mad? It makes me mad. It makes me mad for some reason. And I came across this, and I don't know how useful this would be, but it's kind of cool. It's an automated cocktail machine. It's only a prototype, so you can't go out and buy it anywhere. I can't give you a price or anything like that. But it's kind of cool. See, what it does is it has a blender on this little conveyor belt, and it just rolls under these bottles that are turned upside down, kind of like a beer tap, except it has alcohol bottles like vodka, rum, tequila, gin, stuff like that. And the conveyor belt takes the blender under each one, and it puts the right amount in there. Then after it's done, it blends the drink. And I'm thinking there might be a dispenser under the blender too, where you can just like pour it into the cup like that. But anyway, it's kind of cool. If they had like a little R2-D2 bartender that would deliver the drinks after it was done, I think maybe that would complete the whole thing. I don't know. I'm just saying it would be a suggestion to go along with it. I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff, I don't know.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I'll trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal at first sight, and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other
Chris Top program, cooler than the other side of the pillow.
This is Paranormal Phil from PRT Paranormal Talk. You're listening to the Chris Top program right here on Spreaker.com.
Dude, it's like I woke up out of this sleep, man, and I heard these voices. They were talking to me out of nowhere, man. Here, you can eat that vanilla wafer, dude.
Those aren't voices in your head. You're tuned into the Pothead Show with Nathan.
No way, man. There's shows for potheads?
Well, you don't have to be a pothead to listen, but it's funny.
Freelance smokers smoking pot and talking about random shit. Awesome.
Fire up your bong, sit back and relax with the Pothead Show. Tune in to the free COO with your host, Donald Landworth, offering free advice for building and running a startup company. Thursdays at 4 o'clock Pacific time, only on Spreaker.com. The countdown has begun.
10, 9.
Oh yeah, I had every intention of staying away from Spreaker.
8, 7.
But I've experienced the sheer outpour of love.
6, 5.
And I could never turn my back on the 3 people that listen to my show.
4, 3.
Yeah, I'm coming back, and I'll tell you why.
2, 1, 0.
Because I'm Chris Top, bitch. The Chris Top program, the alternative to the garbage on Spreaker.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
We've got a few new people in the chat since I took the break. We've got Casual Stoner in the chat. I don't know what it is about this show that attracts the, I think I know what it is. I think I know why my show attracts the potheads. I think it's because I tend to talk about food a lot. So if I'm not going to talk about marijuana and I talk about food, they have the munchies. That's just my theory. But anyway, Casual, I'm thinking you need to induct yourself into the Dork Hall of Fame. Now, you can be a stoner and you can be a dork at the same time. It's beautiful like that. It really is. It's beautiful the way that works out. So I would like to challenge you to post the dorkiest picture you have of yourself on my Facebook fan page. And that will induct you into the Dork Hall of Fame along with other great dorks that may be in the chat as well. So anyway, and Mark Adams, I don't know who you are and I haven't met you. And as of now, I don't really care to know who you are because I think you're a prick. You come into my chat and you just automatically post your show. I guess it's your show. I guess it's your show link in my page. See, that's not how you do it. Now, Mark, if you want to leave and come back in and be nice and just say, hey, how's everybody doing? And then we'll introduce ourselves and we'll talk like human beings. But don't just come in and spam my chat with your ads because nobody cares. See, the thing is, I have a good show, and more than likely, if you have to go and spam somebody else's chat, that probably means you have a sucky show. So nobody's going to leave my chat, which is a good show, to go listen to your sucky show. Now, you can try this over again. I'll give you a minute.
Some might say you're a sexually aggressive, racist, homophobe, misogynistic, cowardly, illiterate, waste of human skin. Sexually aggressive, racist, homophobe, misogynistic, cowardly, illiterate, waste of human skin. But I say, thank you, beautiful stranger.
Hey, Mark Adams, how are you? It's nice to meet you. You know, Mark, it's nice that you come into the chat and you say, how are you? Because a lot of times, first-time people will come into the chat and they'll just automatically post a link to their show, or they'll be like, hey, come listen to my show, and that kind of thing. But you didn't. And that shows me that you are the caliber of person that I like to have in my program. So it's nice that you're in here, and I do welcome you to the program. And I have a challenge for you, Mark, as well, along with Casual Stoner. And anybody else that hasn't done this yet, live to chat. It's good to see you. And I appreciate the nice things that you said about my show coming back. And maybe you haven't done this either. But if you guys would, if you would post your dorky pictures on my Facebook fan page, then you'll be inducted into the Dork Hall of Fame. And when we use the word dork around here, it's really, really and truly a term of endearment.
You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day.
So anyway, I'm actually going to talk about something. What am I going to talk? I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. See, the show's actually going to be winding down here pretty soon. But there were a couple of other things that I wanted to bring up. If you're going to mug somebody, if you're going to rob somebody, don't pick an MMA trainer. And for those of you who aren't into sports like the top, that's mixed martial arts. And see, I just happen to know that because I really don't know anything about sports. But anyway, two muggers, they picked the wrong victim on Manhattan's far west side. Is there a right victim in Manhattan? I mean, I thought maybe if you're going to mug somebody, they're probably another mugger. Now, see, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. If you live in Manhattan or close, I do apologize. Not really. I don't care. But anyway, Thursday night, MMA trainer, I guess, Renzo Gracie, who once fought in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Now, Gracie is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert. And I guess you probably wouldn't know if you're going to mug somebody. It's not like they... Or maybe he does. Maybe he has jiu-jitsu expert on his T-shirt. But I wouldn't park outside of a gym and mug people that are leaving the gym. And that's just me. But anyway, he was walking from his gym to his car when he was approached by two men. They pounced him, or they tried to pounce. But Gracie actually brought one of these guys to his knees. And I guess while he had him on his knees, he tweeted a picture of the guy on his knees. It's like, yeah, I stopped you. Here, let me just hold your throat for a second. I'll let you go after I get taken the picture and tweet. Just okay, hold that pose just for a second. I know you can't breathe. Look, if you'll just be still, we can get this done. You know, I'm just picturing that's how it happened in my mind. But anyway, the other guy took off, and you'd think it was over, but no, Gracie actually tracked him down, and he choked the man out. But he left him two black eyes before he did that. And I guess Gracie had some nasty bruises on his hands. And this is what Gracie said. He said, I think it's better than just arresting them. Good for you. See, good for you. See, that's a cool story. I like it when stories end up like that. I like it when the bad guys go down. And I guess since we're talking about idiots, we can bring this up. And I'm not talking about Nipple Monkey. This is actually a guy who he texted his narcotics detective about a bulk meth buy. And I guess he had his phone set up where it would text like multiple contacts at one time. It's like the group texting thing, and why he had a cop in there, I don't know. Maybe it was his parole. I don't know. But an Idaho man, he was trying to get a bunch of friends to pool money for a big purchase of meth. He texted a wrong number that happened to belong to a narcotics detective. Now, I guess the detective got it. He thought it was a joke at first, but then he got everybody together and they went and arrested the guy. But how stupid is that? Really? Really? That's just stupid. It really is. But anyway, the show, as all good things, they must come to an end. But what I want to do before I go is I want to give you guys, once again, the opportunity to type in the chat the word show, because I want you to spread the Spreaker love. If you have a show on Spreaker, make sure you check each other out. Make sure you give it a listen. At least one. If you don't like it, well, whatever. But if you do like it, then congratulations, you found something new.
We're just here to spread that love all around. Spread it around. Spread it around.
All right, and I appreciate you guys for coming. I really do. I don't, nor will I ever take any of you for granted. Until I broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and I'm gone.
Is it over yet?
Completely over.
You have been exposed to the Chris Top program.
Yeah, okay, are we done? I really gotta get a life.
Well, lucky for you, Live to Chat Radio, I don't ever really leave right after my my outro. And this is for the true fans that stick around, because you know I'm coming back. We have Aaron in the chat. Aaron, it's good to see you. It's really good to see you. Make sure you guys check out Stoner Jesus at 10 o'clock. And I'm thinking, are you Central Time, Stoner? Is that 1 hour and 20 minutes from now, or 2 hours and 20 minutes from now? So I don't know, but I want to promote all of my friends. And while Stoner Jesus and I may not have the same views on things, we can still be friends, we can still get along, and we can still promote each other's shows. And that's the way I think things should work. Because more than likely, there's a very small percentage of people on Spreaker that have the same exact views that I have. And I'm not going to sit here and hate on everybody for having different views. I'm going to get along with them, and I happen to like Stoner Jesus. I just don't like some of his ideas, I guess. But we're still buddies, and we can get along. I'm sure he probably despises my show because it's nothing like his. But it's okay. We still get along, and I like going in and talking in his show and stuff. What was he says Stoner Jesus says his show starts in an hour and 20 minutes from now. So you guys make sure you jump over and check that out. I'll try to go check it out as well. So maybe we can rub elbows in the chat a little longer. You never know. You just never know. Now, I do want to talk about one more thing before I go. He says my show's not as good as his, but it's okay. It's an all right kind of show. It's just not as good. Now, there's this would really piss me off. This would really, really piss me off. Now, this is sort of reminiscent of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Now, there's a German family that returned from vacation. They got a unique welcome when they saw their own car at the airport. It greeted them at the airport, and then other people actually got in their car. I know you're saying, what happened? I don't understand. It turns out the vehicle that they had parked at the airport was being used by a shuttle service firm. So is that how these firms operate? I know that airports are hurting for money. I know they are. Okay, well, they parked at the airport. We'll just use it while they're gone. They'll never know any difference. And we can save all kinds of money. All kinds of money, because we don't actually have to buy the cars. Is that what they're doing? Anyway, the company said it was a mistake. Yeah, right, it was a mistake. Oh, that's our car. Let's go ahead and use it. It's fine. We've got all the paperwork for it right here. How do you make that kind of mistake? But anyway, it managed to rack up 250 miles on a car while the family was away. The 21-year-old who used it, who was the shuttle car driver, he didn't even have a driver's license. So they're using free cars at the airport, and they're letting people without driver's license drive them. So I'm sure he didn't have car insurance as well. I'm sure he didn't. But that's one of the crazy stories out of Germany. You see, I don't even know. I'm with you, crazy old man. It's auto theft. They need to put him in jail. Or them. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, thank you guys once again for coming by, and I will definitely see you next time, hopefully within the next 4, 5, 6 days, something like that.
Chris Top, the man, the legend, the myth, the lie.
Take it from the top.
Lie number 1.
Everyone on Spreaker knows that Chris Top cheats his play statistics.
Oh yeah, of course I cheat. Not many people know this, but I happen to be the only one on Spreaker with a super secret embedder code. I can put my player on any site that I have access to. No one else has this power. Lie number 2.
Chris Top fakes his ranking.
Oh, well, I use internet cafes, libraries, things like that. I hire homeless people and I force them to watch the show. It's cheap labor.
We all know one thing for sure. No one would ever listen to Chris Top simply because he has a good show.
Oh yeah, I tried that. Doesn't work. Lie number 3.
Chris Top steals followers.
Oh yeah, that's the easiest thing ever. People are only allowed to follow one person at a time on Spreaker. Plus, when other DJs go live, I send out a high-frequency alert that brings other people to my show. It hypnotizes them. Honestly, the Chris Top program sucks. All those people in my live chat, they're my cousins.